Thank you for watching Thew Talks. Alright, let's talk about Lucifer, the TV show. Not that little devil on your shoulder whispering to you, go ahead, eat an scoop of ice cream. Well, technically yes, that devil too. In this universe, Lucifer and all the Bible stuff are like somewhat realistic, and the show is loosely based on the DC comic books, Lucifer Morningstar. By loosely, I mean they literally just borrowed the name from it and threw everything else out the door. But you know what? That part doesn't matter because the show is amazing. It is packed with lovable characters and the plot is decent enough where you're hooked, but that's not the main selling point. The characters are the main selling point in this show. At its core, it's sort of like a buddy cop show where they go around solving crimes in LA, and then there's some little celestial drama in there. You get a little of the Bible lore with the gods and the angels and plenty of the supernatural chaos, but realistically, it's just a buddy cop show like CS Miami, but the characters are amazing. The real charm isn't storytelling, it's the characters. Watching Lucifer feels like just hanging out with a bunch of your favorite people. You see them grow, stumble, and make decisions that are relatable. It is a heartwarming, sweet, but just plain fun. Now, is it critically a good show? Probably not. It's a great hangout show. Absolutely. It is what you want to do when you have something to relax, have a little laugh, and just enjoy the ride. Alright, let's talk about its plot a little bit. The plot is solid, sort of solid until season 6. I'll be honest, I could barely finish the last season because the new character they introduced completely killed the vibe for me. The show just lost all of its spark. That being said, some people loved season 6 because it deals with some terrible traumas that happened in the past. But it tackles some heavy themes and bittersweet ending. It just really wasn't my thing. I'll probably get through it and watch it again, just like how I watched Game of Thrones finale, but it's not nearly as bad as Game of Thrones finale, so small win, I guess. Alright, now let's dive into heart of the show, the characters. The real magic of the Lucifer is in its characters. Let me introduce you to the main one, the most important one, Lucifer Morningstar. He is the star of the show, played by Tom Ellis. Let me just say this man single-handedly carries the entire show on his back. His charm is just off the charts, and honestly, I don't think this series would have worked with any other cast. He is the reason why there's so many middle-aged moms that love the show. It is a perfect formula, a crime show, and attractive cast. Let's get into a little bit of Lucifer's backstory. Lucifer's backstory is somewhat inspired from the Bible. He is God's favorite angel, led a rebellion, got banished, and he ruled hell for eternity. Okay, so that's his backstory. The show picks up right after Lucifer escapes hell and starts a fresh life in LA. Of course, like Lucifer himself, he owns a building called Lux. It's a luxury 5-star nightclub and his penthouse is at the very top. He is basically living his best life until he crossed paths with Chloe Decker. Let me tell you about Chloe Decker. Chloe Decker is played by Lauren German. Chloe is a local LAPD detective who flips Lucifer's world completely upside down in episode 1. Fun fact, the show borrows a little bit of Lauren's real life story to Chloe's stories. So because they both appeared in an adult film when they were younger, and this gets brought up many times. Lucifer is fascinated by Chloe because Lucifer has this angelic ability that makes people tell him the truth, does not work on Chloe. This leads to him essentially stalking her until he becomes her crime-solving partner. Over time, their relationship develops, and through the slight Stockholm Syndrome vibes at first, it becomes pretty sweet. Lucifer only refers to Chloe as detective. Now, whenever I hear the word detective, I can only hear in Lucifer's voice. Let me quickly go through some of the other cast members. So, Chloe has a kid with a guy named Dan Espinosa, played by Kevin Alejandro. Dan is just Chloe's ex, and they have a daughter together. He is also a detective at the LAPD. At first, he's kind of annoying, jealous, bitter, and always butt-heading with Lucifer, but over time, you actually grow to love him. He is like one of the best redeeming character, and his character arc is very satisfying. And then Lucifer has a brother named, well, Lucifer has many brothers and sisters in the show, but he has a main brother that he hangs out a lot with is Amenadel. He is played by D.B. Woodside. Amenadel is Lucifer's like angelic brother, voice of reason at first, but then it quickly falls into Amenadel realize the humanity and how important it is to be a real person. The rest of the cast is pretty strong, like some are forgettable, but everyone brings something unique to the table, making the show feels very welcoming. So why should you watch it? The show follows like a pretty formulaic episodes almost every episode. It solves crime, they do a little supernatural, and then that's the wrap. And the next episode, there's a new crime, someone else is being murdered, and then they do a little supernatural, Lucifer talks to them, and it's not that really groundbreaking. But however, it is very comforting and is really fun to watch. You really get invested in the character growth and the struggles. I highly recommend giving Lucifer a try. For me, it's a solid 9 out of 10, except for season 6, which brings it down to like an 8 out of 10. It is still worth the watch. Go check it out.